Streetlights battle the sunrise for the rights to your futures. I haven't yet learned to read them, so I can only watch. Walk to the leftover rhythm from that bar we danced in and hope for the best. See, I had you for a minute there. Before I knew you were famous, but after I almost lost you at the bottom of that wine bottle, sometimes I forget that the art of seduction works best when it's accidental. And faced with the prospect of an actual encounter, suddenly I realized that all I had to offer was my slightly crooked smile, some sparkles that had mostly worn off by now, and the best kiss you'll ever steal under a streetlight. Even if I do lack the courage to instigate this act of theft myself, even if the rest fails to follow and we end up sleeping together like a balancing act, sharing breath like there isn't enough to go around. You kissed me gently before falling asleep, still fully clothed, and I'm pretty sure if I had closed my eyes I would have woken up alone, so I watched the morning sun filter through the stale smoke and the frizz of your hair, and I waited. I could have fallen in love with you that night. It was waiting in the way your eyes widened when I smiled, the way you turned at a touch to find me standing there, and your grin lit like moonbeams so bright you can't tell them from sunshine. Or maybe it was hiding in the way you danced, wearing skinny like it was going out of fashion, like you'd eat if you could find the time, but there are so many beautiful things to look at, so many stories to hear if you just learn to listen. We tell stories in the backs of bars so dark I forget what color your eyes are, exchange histories like lesson plans. Look, this is how to love me. Take me out dancing. Don't try to dance with me, we can do that later, just watch. Learn the way my eyes close when my hips move, the way I blush when I catch you watching, but I never stop dancing. Bring me water instead of alcohol and kiss me through the music, but don't talk. Bring me coffee in the morning. Not that gourmet shit with fancy names and elitist pricing. Bring me coffee from the gas station, lukewarm and burned to the bottom of the pot, untouched by cream or sugar, tasting like nothing more than lonely driving at midnight and hangovers for breakfast. Tasting like the teenage girl behind the counter was too busy flirting to get up and remake the damn coffee, and she's gonna get fired, but to her, it's worth it. Write me notes when you leave that say things like, tonight, you taught me why people say stars sing, just because you know I'll call to ask you why. Arrange my breakfast like a smiley face just to see if I'm awake yet. Don't think so much. Your face doesn't wear its frown alone. There's no need to worry if I like you. Bring me stories from your day, not about what you did, but about the people you saw and what you imagined in the next 10 minutes after the only time you've ever seen them. Imagine that we could be happy together. That both of our histories could fuse together into something like a missing piece, that we're both flexible enough to fit that piece into our lives. To love me, you have to be flexible and a little bit patient, but it could happen. But see, that night, the streetlights were duking it out with the sunshine, fighting for the privilege of lighting up your eyes, and in the mayhem, I got there first. And maybe if I hadn't been so drunk, I would have noticed the love creeping up between my lungs and my ribcage, but the empty bottle in my hand convinced me it was suffocation. I never called you back. But sometimes when I'm drinking gas station coffee, driving home at 4 a.m. with my underwear in my back pocket and my pride locked safely in the trunk, sometimes I wonder if you're awake. If you're thinking about a streetlight turning pavement into a dance floor and the girl that got away.
I once said to keep my underwear in my back pocket, but I won't tell you this. It's gross. What? I didn't hear you, man. Sorry. This song. What? This song is a song that the band I'm in is making a music video for. It's pretty cool. It's all claymation. Not all of it, but most of it. It's pretty funny. It's like there's like claymation soldiers getting blown up and interesting things like that. The record that this is on is coming out April 24th at the Vera Project if you want to go. Oh, in time, the trees die and light will fade, but I hope for a new breath, a new life to take me away. Let us pretend we've got it together. Let us ignore the coming sun. We'll sing the body electric until machine and soul are one. I've seen the tweaker struggle syringes lining the floor. A cycle jerked to life, big daddy jobs in a government's war. Oh, in time the trees die, life will fade, but out for a new breath, a new life to take me away. Oh, in time the trees die, life will fade, but out for a new breath, a new life to take me away. One by one the monsters trample through woods and dirt they feed. What sort of world imply for our children must we leave? Let us burn the nation's budget. Let's send boys overseas to fight your standards instead of teaching them to give and lead. Oh, in time the trees die, light will fade, but out for a new breath, a new life to take me away. Oh, in time the trees die, light will fade, but out for a new breath, a new life to take me away. And no. Oh, in time the trees die, light will fade, but I hope for a new breath, a new life.